welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Deandra. Definitely make sure you subscribe for new videos every single week. Today's video is going to be the first video to kickstart my Halloween Spooktober series. All of my videos throughout October are going to be Halloween themed makeup tutorials, so if you have any looks in mind that you would like to see me recreate, you're always welcome to comment them down below. I do have on clothes. The angle is just not gonna catch it, but I kind of like how it looks because it gives like the nice blank canvas kind of look. Anyways, with that all being said, let's get into the video. So the theme that I've chosen for the first week of my Spooktober series is animal glam, and I've chosen to do a cat lioness inspired makeup look. So if you're interested in following me through the steps of doing this look, then you can just continue watching. First things first, I'm going to glue down a part of my brow because this look includes a slit brow, so I really want it to look very actually gone, like there's no hair. So I got these glue sticks. It's the purple one, so it should dry clear. I'm not doing my full brow, just one small section. So we're just gonna basically do the whole middle of my brow. Okay. And now I'm just gonna brush it out. Then we're gonna wait for that to dry. Then we're just gonna set that with some powder. Set that. Now my brow is ready. I'm prepped to be concealed and hidden. So now I'm going in with two primers. The first one being the e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer in combination with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I know it looks like a lot, but it blends really well, and we want all the makeup that we're putting on to stay exactly where we put it. Then I'm going in with setting powder, the Fenty Pro Filter setting powder to be exact, in nutmeg, and using that to set the primer. Then I'm going to be using my Toofaced Born This Way concealer in chestnut and cover any blemishes and hyperpigmentation. Then using my AnastasiaBeverleyHills Dip Brow, I'm going to be filling in my brows just a little darker than my usual everyday. Using my LA Girl Pro concealers in Toast and Fawn, I then clean up around my brows. Then to really define the brow hairs, I go in with my AnastasiaBeverlyHills brow gel to really lay the brow hairs in the way that I want them to, and also kind of give my brows an overall bushier look. Then I go in with some clear NYX brow gel to really set those hairs in place. Then using my NYX Born to Glow foundation and a beauty blender, I just smooth that all over my face and down my neck. Then I set that using some Fenty powder. Now moving on to eyes, I'm going to be taking my Urbandecay primer potion and just applying that all over my eyelids. After blending some with my fingers, I blend it out further with a brush, and then I set that with some setting powder. Now starting with my violetvoss Essentials palette, I'm going to be taking this brown cinnamon color and using that as the base for my lids. Then using a fluffy Morphe brush, I just blend that out further into my crease. Now taking my NYX Ultimate Edit eyeshadow palette, I go in with this red color and really blend that into my crease to create a nice orange gradient. Going back in with the same cinnamon color, I'm just going to take some on a brush and apply it to my lower lash line. In the same palette, going in with this black color, I'm going to start lining my eye as I would with regular liquid liner. And then I'm just going to further blend that out to kind of create a nice smoky effect. Now using my Milani Bold Obsessions eyeshadow palette, I go in with this chocolate brown color to further intensify the smokiness of this look. Then I use some concealer to cut the shadow. Now going in with my Katvond Inkwell liner, I'm just going to do a nice thin wing. Taking my NYX Wonder pencil, I'm just going to draw on my waterline to make the appearance of much bigger eyes. Bat away the tears. Then I take my Maybelline Bright Liner in white to intensify that, and then I start to use it to draw on the scar, but then I take it off because it's just too harsh of a foundation on my skin, but I left it on my brow. Now for the lash transition. Fun fact, this was actually my first time putting on lashes, so I'm super proud of myself. But now I'm just going to be carving out my contour areas under my cheekbones, my jawline, under my lips, my temples. Then I blend it out with a beauty blender. Now taking my LA Girl Pro Concealer, I'm going to use that to start concealing my under eyes and all of the other places on my face that I want to highlight, like down my nose, middle of my forehead, on my chin, and my cupid's bow. Then I blend out these areas with a beauty blender. Then on a fine detail brush, using the same concealer, I carve out where I want the scar to be in my brow. Then taking my Fenty setting powder in Honey, I'm just using that to bake my under eyes and all of the other spots on my face that I want to highlight. Now I'm taking my Toofaced Better Than Sex mascara to blend my lashes. Now going in with my Benefit Hoola Toasted bronzer, I'm just bronzing up my contour, and I'm brushing away the bake, adding some down the strip of my nose, and then I'm going to use the same bronzer to contour and define my nose as well. Then going in with my NYX Ultimate Edit palette, again using the red shade, and my AceBeautē palette with the plummiest shade. I'm using both of those colors to really deepen up my contour. Then I top that off with some Milani liquid blush. Now going back in with my NYX Wonder pencil, I'm just going to be dragging out that inner corner and really sharpen it. And using my Essentials palette with cinnamon and black, I'm just going to create a shadow for that inner corner. Now I'm going back and I'm just going to finish out creating the shape for the scar. Then I follow up by completing the second lower half of the scar. Now I'm going to be taking some concealer to really brighten up around my mouth to really resemble that much of a lion, and then set that with some white translucent powder to really pale up the area. Then I'm taking my NYX Wonder pencil to the scar to intensify the color. Now I'm going to be using my Katvond Anti-Precision Pencil Eyeliner to draw on the lion nose. Then I use my Katvond liquid liner to make a nice straight precise line down to my cupid's bow, and then I use my NYX pencil liner to line my lips as usual. Then I fill them in completely. Then I top it off using my Fenty Stunna lip paint in black, and I just go over my lips with that, and then I also use it to overline my nose to give it a really nice shiny black look. Now I'm taking some shadow to intensify the look of the scar. And now for highlighter, I'm going to be using Trophy Wife, and I'm just going to highlight my inner corners, my brow bone, and my cheekbones, and also down my nose. Now I'm making the whisker spots above my lips. And now for the best part, the gems. I'm just going to be using a pair of tweezers, and I'm going to be putting some copper colored gems on my inner corners. And then I also use very small ones of these to line the outer part of the scar. And I think that is it. Let me just go wash my hands. So that is it for the makeup. Now, for my hair, I think I'm just gonna half up, half down with 2 space buns in the front. So that is it for the makeup and the hair. I think I'm just gonna go put in some earrings. I think I'm just gonna add a little bit of gloss. And now I think we're done. I'm so happy with how this look turned out. I really like the glossy lip instead of the matte, but this is like, I'm so happy. But unfortunately, we've come to the end of this video. So that is it for today's video. If you liked it, definitely make sure you give this video a like. Definitely make sure you leave a comment down below, leaving me another Halloween makeup tutorial suggestion, and I will definitely do them. All of my other social medias will be linked in the description if you want to follow me on any of those. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and definitely make sure you tune in next week to see the second look to my Spooktober series. Bye.